guys, my name is CS2. Welcome into this video. In this video I want to talk about flow state and how to play like those three players that needs to be right on the board. So I feel like fucking teacher now, but let's get it in. So the thing that I'm drinking right now is Red Bull. You can find some other supplements and stuff, but to hit flow state consistently, you need to hit coffee. If you will have a coffee, you have a cheat. You're literally like having a cheat code if compared to other players, because you have a coffee, you have everything better, and this will help you to get to the flow state. So if you have some important match, or if you're just a normal caffeine abuser, then you will play better. If you are not addicted to it, you know, and drinking every day and feeling so tired, obviously that doesn't count. But I mean, you know, once in 4 days, once in 3 days, you'll play really good. So that's caffeine. What does flow state means? Okay. First of all, flow state is basically a state where every esport athlete or sport athlete wanna basically hit it. You can't hit it all the time. You can hit it really often after watching this video. So this is specified more for the CS players, but if you are playing some other game or whatever, I think it will count as well this thing. So we'll see how it goes. But second point that we have here is flow state analyzer. So this is kind of like the thing that I saw from, for example, Stiko, or a coach told me that, for example, and I think it's actually working a lot, is that you playing the games, right? And then you have this A game, the flow state game, right? Which means that everything working for you. Literally, you're doing whatever play you want in the game and it's working for you. Or you have 100% intuition. Like, you know where the enemies are. You're feeling that this guy will be behind this box. He is behind this box. It's so hard to say, but it's easier to say like you are locked in. You are locked into the game. You are not tilting your mental. It's really good, and you have kind of like a cheat, right? It could be that. So that's the perfect state of how you want to play. And the flow state analyzer helps you to analyze yourself, to actually understand what helps you or not. So if you have that A game, if you have that flow state game, you want to review it. Okay, why did I have it? Did I hit gym before? Did I eat this? Didn't eat? Did I laugh or smile or having great time, right? Or whatever it could be. You will note down those things, and after, for example, I don't know, 2 weeks, you will actually find out that some things are similar. Some things are like, you know, all the time being same for the flow state. So you want to basically use that as what works for you, okay? So if, for example, works that you hit the gym before the game and you're playing really good, then hit the gym more often, right? So you want to make this like a nonsense stuff about this, and it's actually really working. And also, it's really good to actually make like a routine before the match. So, for example, listening to some certain music, doing some ritual or something like this. So yeah, it could actually works a lot. And yeah, just experiment with those things, and I guess you will hit the flow state more often. But we will talk about best mentality. So if you look at Zaibu Dongmonesi, what they have in common. Obviously, they're the best players, but why they're the best players? They have same mentality. If you look at Zaibu Dongmonesi, they have all those 3 parts, they have same. So if you want to be like them, you obviously need to have this mentality as well. So let's look at it first. Positiveness. I know that's cliche, I know that's really silly, but it is positiveness. We're playing a game. We're still playing a game, and you need to have fun. You need to enjoy the game to perform better, right? Those players enjoying the game a lot. It could be kind of controversial with Dom because he's yelling a lot, right? Modesty, insanely enjoying the game, playing all the time. Zaibu, insanely enjoying the game, smiling all the time and playing really good. What about Dom? Dom is controversial, but I'll tell you the reason. If he has some negative emotions in his, he has negative emotions, he's tilting a lot, right? he will filter it by yelling at the enemies, right? For example, at this stage, he literally like yell, all the things, and he basically scream it out of it. So he filtering those negative emotions to feel good. So it depends what works for you. And Dong in that is kind of like a mastermind, right? So it's actually funny to see that. But for example, Nico, okay, I don't want to say that is the reason, but I feel like it is. Nico is tilting a lot. He's tilting a lot. You can see from the camera, right, that he's playing. He's tilting. He's not enjoying sometimes. He's really negative and stuff. And I think that's the reason why he isn't in the peak that he could be. He could be really good. He could be more consistent. But this is the reason. But I don't want to say it because he's on another level and I respect him. But I just think that that's the problem. Go to the next one. So I think the next one is obviously confidence. So if you want to hit flow state, you need to be confident. You need to be confident to do things. And how to gain confidence is first, you can tell, for example, you can tell before match that you are the best in the game, like in the server, right? You're the best. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. You are the best. You know everything the better. It doesn't mean you will be egoistic like this, like blindly egoistic. No, but you will have that God mentality that you are the best on the server. And that can make you like sure. You are not unsure in that moment, right? Do I want to make this play? I don't feel like it. Those players are just better than me and stuff. You start to overthink. Just be the best on the server and you will not think about those things. Second point about confidence is how to gain it, because you can't just tell, okay, be confident now. No, you need to actually prove that you can be confident. And that's by taking initiatives. So be aggressive, be more like an aggressive style player. Go for those ballsy plays, go for those plays, because then you will feel like more confident. It's important to do that, because if you're feeling not confident and you're playing all the time passive, you're playing like really safe, you will never be confident, right? Because why would you? So that's the second point. And the third point that I want to talk about, it's kind of like a locked in, okay? So locked in, if you think about those things, okay, locked in is the most important thing. It's like the final piece to the puzzle. Because flow state is all about being locked in, but also it has some outside things like being positive, having confidence and stuff. What is locked in? Locked in is basically when you're locked in a game and you're not thinking about other thoughts. So be emotionless, that's the first thing. Be emotionless. Don't feel the emotions. And also other point is don't evaluate things. Don't think, okay, for example, you miss a shot. Don't think about, oh my god, I missed a shot. That kind of removes your confidence. And that kind of like goes out of flow state because you're not even locked in, right? So you need to be locked in, that's important. And for example, kind of funny story, kind of like a side story. I heard so many people when they have flow state, they say that, okay, I have a flow state now, but when I actually realize that I have flow state, I go out of the flow state. And the rest of the game I'm playing bad. Why is that? Because they realize they play really well and they kind of like flip the switch. They thinking about that they playing good. So they go out of the zone because they are not locked in. And that's the reason why they don't have flow state. So if you want to have flow state, you need to be locked in. You don't want to evaluate things. You don't want to think about how this guy kills you. You don't want to think about why did you miss. You don't want to think about those things. You want to just think about the macro of the game and be locked in. That's important. And obviously be emotionless. If you are emotional a lot, like for example me, you need to calm yourself down. Have some tricks that can help you, for example, because if you're emotional, you will never be locked in, obviously. So yeah, that's the reason why, for example, Simon don't want to see are the best. Because if you think about those 3 points, they have it. They basically perfectly add up to those 3 points. And that's the reason why they're hitting flow state more often. That's why they're playing so good, because they're in flow state. You know, that's not like they will train for 100 hours before one game, right? They have the flow state more often than others. For example, if you look at Apex, okay, I don't want to like shit talk to anyone, but Apex is really emotional player. He's never locked in. That's the reason why he doesn't have like good games, right? Sorry, I don't want to have this kind of like a drama with other players, but it's true. Okay, so if you want to be really good in visual, if you want to be really good as those three players, use these three rules plus those above, and you will become really good. Okay, it's not like you will become those players, but if you develop the flow state, you will become really good.